So over the past few seasons, the Red River Rivalry has become a game where the unexpected is to be expected. But this season, it wasn't so much the Red River Rivalry as it was the Red River Blowout, because the Texas Longhorns absolutely took it to the Oklahoma Sooners. Today, we need to break down why Texas found so much success in this game and ask the question, where on earth does Oklahoma go from here? Before we can, as always, y'all know the drill. I need to hear from you. Hop down to the comments, give me a Y for yes or an N for no. Are you surprised at how Texas handled the Oklahoma Sooners? And let me know what you're thinking. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell notification. We're on a push to 15,000 subscribers, and we have an unbelievable community here, one I'd love to have you a part of. And if you enjoyed this, be sure to like and comment down below, as those interactions are massive to content creators such as myself. But having said all that, let's jump right into this, and we're going to start answering the question I posed to all of you. Am I surprised with how Texas handled Oklahoma? And in a sense, yes. Look, if we go back to the preview, I'd picked Texas to win this game. And even if Dillon Gabriel was playing, I looked at Texas's offense against Oklahoma's defense, and especially the past few weeks, and the way teams have gone about hurting Oklahoma's defense. Whenever I looked at the playmakers Texas has at their disposal, they have a lot of different ways to hurt you. But how is why I'm surprised, because I thought this would be a closer game than it was. But for the Texas Longhorns to not only shut out the Oklahoma Sooners, but then to pour it on them the way they did, that was a bit surprising to me. And one of the big reasons why I didn't think it would look like this and I thought it would be a close win for Texas is because Texas hasn't shut out Oklahoma since 1965. So while I did pick the Longhorns to win, I wouldn't have picked them to win in this fashion. So let's talk about how we got here. What did Texas do that was so successful? And first and foremost, we cannot start this and not talk about Quinn Ewers. The young quarterback proves why those around the program are so excited about his potential. Look, we've talked about this on lives and videos before. Quinn Ewers may be young, but his ceiling is very high. He is a very talented quarterback. He has an uncanny ability to hurt you with his arm, and he can do it at many different arm angles, something we saw today, and we continue to see him making advanced throws for his age. I'm really excited to see what the future holds for Quinn Ewers, especially with who his head coach is in Steve Sarkisian, because the development he could get under Sark is going to be really intriguing. But this Texas offense with Quinn Ewers just operates on a different level. And that's a compliment, because last week when we saw Texas play West Virginia, I even said in my preview that if Hudson Card was the quarterback for Texas, as a Texas fan, you'd have to be confident in Card's ability to play winning football too, especially with how he played against West Virginia. So either way you shook it, Texas's offense I thought was going to be in a position to succeed, but Quinn Ewers was unbelievably impressive. He made all the throws you could have liked. He had some throws that you'll learn from, but he's a young guy, first year starting. What he showed beyond a shadow of a doubt is why people are so excited about him. So Texas's offense had it going on all levels, and we talk about Quinn Ewers, but we also have to talk about the running game, because Texas's rushing attack was devastating. They rushed for almost 300 yards against the Oklahoma Sooners defense. And coming into this game, this was an area where I knew Oklahoma would look to try and slow down the Longhorns, especially with who that running back group is. We talk at length about Bijan Robinson, and deservedly so. Last season, I was irate that Pro Football Focus had left him off their top 50 players of college football. This season, I don't think there's any way anybody could have ignored Bijan Robinson, and this is exactly why. When he gets the ball in his hands, he's one of the most dangerous players in all of college football. He is so difficult to bring down, but it's not just Bijan. They have Roshan, they have Keelan Robinson, and they have some young guys in that running back room that they feel very good about. So the future of the running back room in Texas is very bright. They showed that today. But on the other side of this, Oklahoma's defense absolutely did not have an answer for the Texas running game. No matter what they did, Texas was able to find success, and part of the reason for that is the success Quinn had in the passing game. Oklahoma would try and sell out to stop the run, and Quinn would just hit them over the top. Sark's ability to stay multiple, Sark's ability as a play caller really showed out in this game, and that's going to be my final area talking about Texas's offense. As impressive as the playmakers were in Xavier Worthy and Jatavian Sanders, someone who I actually highlighted in this week's live stream and in my preview, Steve Sarkisian was in his bag this game. He was able to get matchups he liked, exploit those matchups, and whenever you have the playmakers you have on the outside, the quarterback playing at the level you have there, the running back room you have, and Steve Sarkisian is an offensive play caller, you're bound to have success on offense. Texas's defense proved again today that they're a unit that you need to keep your eye on. Are they a finished product? No, but they have the signs of an improving unit. Gary Patterson coming in there, though he's not an on-field coach, I think was tremendously positive for this Texas Longhorns defense. PK in year 2 is showing signs that this defense is one that's going to grow. They just need to get their guys in it so that they can continue taking this defense on the correct course. On the other side of the ball, though, now we have to talk about the Oklahoma Sooners. And look, I understand that Brent Venables inherited a situation where he doesn't have all of his guys. I understand that Dillon Gabriel wasn't there, but at the end of the day, you wanted to show more fight in this game than was shown. And for Oklahoma, you have a lot to go back to the drawing board and try and fix. First and foremost, your quarterback room, because outside of Dillon Gabriel, it was fairly apparent that they didn't have much faith in any other quarterback on roster. Oklahoma had less than 40 yards passing, and it's always been said that the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Unfortunately, I think we could say the same right now about the Oklahoma Sooners, and what's more unfortunate is I don't think it's just simply relegated to the offense, because defensively, we're seeing kind of the same thing over and over again, and I get it. I said this against Kansas State, and it remains true. The Brent Venables defense is a complex one to learn, and it's not one that's going to be learned overnight. Guys have to come in, adjust to what he's going to be asking, and he needs time to get in his players to be able to make that defense successful. The other side of this equation, though, is in the meantime, you have to have something put together where you can stop teams. Because right now, Oklahoma's defense is getting it taken to them week in, week out. And right now, they have no semblance of an ability of stopping the rush. Because week after week after week, for the third week in a row, we've seen a team gash them in the running game, and they have not had any semblance of an answer. At the end of this, though, where does Oklahoma go? And you have to go back to the drawing board on every facet, because unfortunately, Texas beat Oklahoma in every area of the game today. Texas beat them in offense, Texas beat them in defense, Texas beat them in physicality, and unfortunately, Texas beat them in coaching as well. So the question of, is Oklahoma in trouble, which must be asked, the answer for this year is absolutely yes. And look, Brent Venables still needs to be given the time and the due patience it's going to take for him to get in his players, for him to implement his systems. But for the time being, something has got to change, because right now, this is not football that Oklahoma fans nor the university are accustomed to, and it's going to be tough to stomach in the meantime. So even though, yes, you need to be given your due patience, you need to be given your time to implement your changes, you have got to do something in the meantime to show some level of fight, because right now, it's just not there. I can't wait to hear from all of you. Hop down to the comments, because Texas was sensational in this game. I know there are going to be people saying this doesn't say anything about Texas because they beat a bad OU team. Texas was great in this game. You just need to watch the play calls Steve Sarkisian put together, look at who the personnel is on that Texas offense, and then understand that this is a defense that is absolutely showing signs of improvement. And for where Steve Sarkisian is in the Texas rebuild, I think you have got to be tremendously pleased about the future of the Texas Longhorns, especially if Quinn Ewers is at the helm. Hop down to the comments. Let me know what you're thinking about this. That's it. See ya.